You know, for over a decade, I bought in and believed all my own bullshit. I believed every single lie that I told myself. I accepted and believed that because I thought I was successful in some areas of my life, whether you looked at my business, whether you looked at my bodybuilding, my fitness, my relationships, because I was succeeding in those areas, I wasn't willing to look in the mirror and accept that I was addicted to pornography. And that, in fact, my pornography addiction was actually holding me back from really stepping into life that I was designed to live, from really stepping into the success and the meaning and purpose for all of my life. You know, I talk with business owners and entrepreneurs every single week. These guys are crushing it in life, building 6, 7, multi-7 and 8-figure businesses. They're creating jobs, they're creating money, resources, they're leading organizations to do good here in the world. Yet every single night they return home empty inside, riddled with guilt, riddled with shame, uncertain as to why they are unhappy in their life. And then they begin to seek out drugs, sex, gambling, alcohol, video games. But the most destructive one for the vast majority of these men is the pornography, because pornography has so many lies that it tells us. Pornography tells us that we can have relationship, we can have connection with others without needing to have people in our life. Pornography tells us that we can get all the sexual pleasure and releases that we need without ever having to get intimate with a real person. But what it ends up doing is it ends up warping and hijacking those parts of our brain so we can never seek and find real deep connection with others. Are you allowing your pornography addiction to hold you back in areas of your life? Maybe because you're succeeding, maybe because your business is doing well, maybe because you're fit, you're strong, you're jacked, you're crushing it in school. But when you look at the landscape of your life, you're lacking meaningful relationships. You're lacking purpose. And when you're alone and by yourself, you are not happy. You know, being alone causes you stress, causes you anxiety. Then the chances are you are not with the right company. But if you're not with the right company and you're only with by yourself, what does that tell you? It tells you that you need to make some changes. You need to do some work in and on yourself. Now, it's okay for men to admit that they're struggling. I think that the world tells us that oftentimes as men, we're supposed to be so conditioned and callous that we cannot talk about our pain points, that we cannot talk about the things that we're going through. But the strongest men I know, the men that I look up to in this world, are the ones that are actually working through their struggles. They realize that, hey, a part of this life is going to be struggle. It is going to be trials. It is going to be tribulations. When you lean into the discomfort, when you recognize that you are not full and complete in the version of yourself that you are, because if you were full and complete in the version of the self that you are, you would have the life that you want to live right now. So if you don't have the life that you want to live right now, then the only reason why is because you are not the person yet that can create the life that you want to live. And it starts with recognizing and admitting that to yourself. And then once you've recognized and admitted it to yourself, you can then begin to do the work that is necessary to break free from this addiction. And we want to help you here at Rebuild Recovery. So those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Frank Chris, founder and CEO at Rebuild Recovery. And over the last 3.5 years, we've helped over 4,500 men take back control of their lives by quitting porn and rebuilding their life. If you want the same process and system that these men have used, then down there in the pinned comment below, I'm gonna put a link to our free ebook, The 7-Step Guide to Living Life Without Porn, where I walk you through the exact process and system that over 4,500 men have used to identify all the ways in which porn is negatively impacting their life. But more importantly, how to get out of the depths of this addiction, how to create a life of purpose and meaning, no matter where you are in life. And despite you may be winning in some areas, that is okay, because all that will happen is those areas will begin to succeed at an even higher degree, in a higher level than ever before. So click the link down there in the pinned comment below, download the 7-Step Guide with Frank Chris from Rebuild Recovery. We love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.